Fourth meeting of the season between the Rangers and the Atlanta Thrashers, as we are getting set for a very important game between these two teams. Rangers trying to hold on to first place in the Atlantic Division. And now we have special ceremonies at center ice in memory of Dana Reeve and Bernie Boom Boom Jeffreyon. Let's go to public address announcer Joe Tollison.
Ladies and gentlemen, last Monday, the Rangers lost a lifelong fan and dear friend when Dana Reeve lost her battle with lung cancer. Dana was an extraordinary human being who faced extreme adversity, from her husband's injury to her own illness, with strength, dignity, optimism, and grace that inspired all of us. She, along with her late husband Christopher and her 13-year-old son will always be cherished members of the Rangers family and will live in our hearts forever. Also in our hearts is Bernie Boom Boom Jeffreyon, a legendary Hall of Famer who is best known as the inventor of the slap shot. He won 6 Stanley Cup championships in Montreal and played his final 2 NHL seasons with the New York Rangers and later coached the Blue Shirts in 1968. Boom Boom passed away yesterday, the same day the Montreal Canadiens honored him by retiring his number 5. We ask that you please rise and join us in a moment of silence, celebrating the lives of Boom Boom Jeffreyon and Dana Reeve, followed by the singing of the national anthem from one of her previous performances here at Madison Square Garden, Dana Reeve. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Two very special people, Dana Reeve, Bernie Boom Boom Jeffreyon, and we remember them and we'll miss them. Okay, now Rangers and the Thrashers, and our goalie matchup is brought to you by Cannon Business Solutions. Kari Lettinen is in goal for the Atlanta Thrashers, and he has been the man that has really carried them back into playoff contention. And across the way, you saw the numbers on Henrik Lundqvist. He hasn't won in the last 3 games he's played, but just unbelievable. .936 save percentage, 1.6 goals against average.
And right off the top, Sam, as you see Jaromir Jagr watching, he's taking the blame for not having enough scoring for their hockey club. This was after last night's game in Montreal, and as we're about to drop the puck, Colton Orr and Eric Bolton are up against each other. Orr in the lineup for the Rangers. It's the first game he has played for the Rangers on home ice, and they have to at least wait till the pucks drop before something gets crazy here. These are two tough guys, and the Rangers aren't going
They're
to let
jockeying
Bolton.
right now. I mean,
Yeah, they're not going to let Bolton be really physical running their team here on home ice. And Orr's trying to allow that message to be put out there. And I don't know if they're going to get after each other or not, but it sure looks like it.
and we are underway. And Bolton with a quick hit, and Orr with a hit on another player.
You have to also remember that Bob Hartley may have said to Bolton, I want to start you against out there, and if you're against Orr, don't take a penalty. We need to win the game.
That's right. Holwig, Moore, and Orr for the Rangers. Healthy scratches, Jed Ortmeyer, and there's a big hit by Ryan Holwig.
On Modry right off the top. And Holwig with another hit. That's two for him already, and right away Bolton stops Holwig.
They squared off, and they were separated by the linesman. We had an offside, so the hitting begins in the opening minute of play.
Two tough teams here, and there's so much at stake that they want to be careful regarding penalties. Modry reached for the puck, and Holwig with a hard shoulder hit. Good, clean, solid hit. And he moved over here with good speed and bumped Aubin, the centerman, and there's Bolton talking to Holwig, and of course Orr is always going to be around as he's on the same line as Holwig is. So here we go. Oh boy, the emotion out there already, huh? You feel the tension?
Oh, absolutely. And you know the fans are into it right away. Very important game for the Rangers, who need to break out of this losing streak, their longest of the season.
Now here's another change. Rangers have Ruchinski on the left side with Nylander and Jágr in place of Straka, who now is on a different line with Ruchin. So essentially what happens, the left wingers just switched, Ruchinski and Straka, just to generate some offense somehow.
Kovalchuk had a good hit on Roosevelt. Roosevelt is paired on defense with Sandis Ozolinsh. Ozolinsh felt he played okay. I thought he played pretty well last night in his debut as a Ranger. Ozolinsh said he felt okay. Here's Ruchinski going deep, centering, and it's deflected wide by Nylander.
Well, Ozolinsh said that the delay because of the ceremony for Boom Boom really was, he loved the ceremony, but he said his first game as a Ranger and it was a 40-minute delay. He just felt a little bit like he could have had better legs.
Greg DeVries and Yaroslav Modry on defense for Atlanta. The puck sent in. Slater, number 23, moves in with a hit on Kasparaitis. Puck played by Straka. Straka's on with Ruchin and Sikora. Lead for Sikora was in his skates and bounced back, and he went offside.
Two good passes there. The pass up to Ruchin, and then Ruchin just missed the pass to Sikora, who would have been in on a break. Here's the play where Nylander gets a bit of a shot, but just wide. Now, Lettman had a great game against the Rangers earlier, as Kovalchuk there had a hit on Roosevelt. That was 2 games ago for Lettman. His last game, he allowed 3 goals on 4 shots early to the Ottawa Senators. So we'll see how Lettman reacts here, too.
Ottawa losing that game, Ottawa beating Atlanta in that game 3-1. And the Thrashers are 6-2 in their last 8. From the point, Shea Knighty's shot gets through, stick to side by Lundqvist. Jason Ward, Peter Pruka is on the ice. Number 25 for the Rangers, Betts, Pruka, and Ward. Pruka's first game since February 4th. Played across the Ward. Rangers have Kasparaitis and Tootin on defense. Betts a backhander save. And you can see already Rangers throwing pucks to the net quickly.
Pruka nearly got to the rebound, Sam. He was checked nicely there. There was a nice rebound.
The pass intended for Ward was broken up and is brought out. Ronald Petrovitsky centering, and it was deflected by Bobby Holik wide.
Holik ripped the helmet off of Fedor Tootin.
Peter Bondra was on that line as well. Greg DeVries chips it off the boards. Strudwick, rather it's Ozolinsh who's on. He takes a hard hit, but was able to move the puck. Rangers come out with it.
They come back with the number 1 line.
Ruchinski looking for Roosevelt.
Nice try.
Ruchinski's got it. Ruchinski turns. Now it's Nylander. Nylander shoots, and a save by Lettinen.
The big line for the Rangers, double shifted early.
There's a chance off the stick of Nylander. DeVries moves it out. And it's Bolton across with Serge Aubin, number 10. There's also Brad Larson, number 29.
Half a shift where with Jágr coming right back again, he didn't have to go against Sutton, the big defenseman who's playing a lot against Jágr.
Sutton and Haviland, the defensive pair for Atlanta. Rangers still without Marek Malik. Day to day, he seems to get better little by little. Each day gets a little bit better. Savard lost it, but it comes out of the zone, and it's picked up by Strudwick. Now it's Haviland across to Andy Sutton. Nicholas Haviland. Strudwick got a piece of that and then sent in by Scott Mellenby. Mellenby with Savard and Kovalchuk. Good pressure by Savard and Mellenby. Mellenby takes it away. Centered for Kovalchuk. This is a good matchup for Atlanta. They've got Kovalchuk on against Pody and Strudwick. And it's out of the zone and recovered by Mark Popovic. Just called up when Exelby was knocked out of the lineup. Second game he's missed. The Thrashers are waiting for Steve McCarthy. They got him for a draft pick at the deadline from Vancouver. That shot by Pruka was blocked, or rather by Colton Orr. It's centered, that was Pruka. And now Ward able to bring it out. Sending it deep. Pruka after it. It's moved up the boards. And played by Marian Hossa. The brother Marcel of the Rangers, a healthy scratch. Offside Atlanta. We're nearly 5 minutes into the game with no score.
Rangers trying to find offense, many different ways to do it. One of them is to send a defenseman in on the play. And that's Roosevelt there, very nearly clicked. Very close to it. And there you can see the good checking job on Pruka right there. Petrovitsky stick on stick. So Pruka couldn't get to the rebound. Watch Bobby Halake here. Say goodnight, Alice. There goes the Alice.
Okay. Kasparaitis plays it across to Jágr. Rangers have not had a lead in any of their last 4 games. Pass across. Kasparaitis is in deep.
The Rangers look good early here.
Nylander against Bobby Halake. Jágr centers past Ruchinski's, who was checked by Haviland. A hit on Ruchinski, moves it up the boards. It's wound around to Jágr. Jágr against Andy Sutton. Centers, and it's missed by Nylander. Kasparaitis winds and shoots. Save made by Lettinen, and it's cleared out by Sutton all the way down. And this will be an icing. Nylander got knocked down and is slow getting up.
His stick got tangled up in his feet, and he fell backwards. And he knew it was icing, so there's no rush. Rangers have had a good start here, Sam. They've outshot Atlanta 3-1. The one shot for Atlanta was off a face-off win from the defenseman through a screen. Lundqvist had no trouble. And for the Rangers, I think a better start than what we saw in Montreal last night when they chased Montreal around for half a game. And then finally got their legs and was pretty good in the second half of the game. Take a look at the Panasonic. Whoop.
Oh, my apologies, John. I wanted to alert the fans that tonight's New York Rangers high-definition broadcast is presented by Panasonic. Ideas for life. I almost stole your line.
That's okay.
Bobby Halake brings it across by himself. Centers, went off the stick of Lundqvist. Roosevelt takes a hit from Bolton. And Bolton took a run at Sikora. Oslynch through. Straka couldn't play it. Bolton sends it back. Eric Bolton played a strong game against the Rangers on Thursday night.
Their whole line did. They play an energy game. Oban's on the line and Larson's on the line.
Rangers move the puck well. Oslynch goes to the other side. Sikora. Now Straka. Blind pass taken away by Mellenby.
Some good pass work, but still from the top of the circles in, the Rangers need a little better finish or quality of shot, but they're moving the puck pretty well.
And Tom Rennie, Rangers head coach, was telling us he wanted the Rangers to start backing people off the blue line, that they haven't been doing that recently.
Yeah, speed. There's a pass and a line change.
Kovalchuk feeding Savard. Savard in, and it hit the post.
Rangers got caught changing a defenseman and opened up the ice for an instant.
Jágr. Pass through. Nylander. Shot went wide by Ruchinski. And the Rangers moved it well. Mellenby taps it ahead to Kovalchuk. Thrashers came very close.
Great shot by Savard, who will be a free agent during the offseason.
Mark Savard.
What a year he's had.
He has really developed in Atlanta. After a couple of stops after New York, he started his career with the Rangers, traded away, a couple of more stops, and finally got his game together in Atlanta.
I think he
learned a lot. It was make or break for him.
I learned a lot in Calgary, too. Okay. I think under Darryl Sutter. Don't you?
I do. But I think when he went to Atlanta, it was make or break. John.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree.
He might have been done in the league.
He's not a defensive center, so he has to find a way to score points. He's done that. Is he ever fit? I saw him before the game. He's really a fit kid now.
Thrashers had to get back onside. They did. Rangers move out with a puck. We're nearly 8 minutes into the game. And the puck deflects into the Thrashers bench. 12:09 to go in the first. No score.
Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay. Two defensemen in the back. Ozilins and Strudwick. A little hesitation. Who was going to go? It opened up the ice. And there's the angle shot by Savard. It was a severe angle, but he did hit the far goal post. Lundqvist overplayed it to his right side just a little bit. See how his body's past the post over there? Great shot by Savard from a tough angle. Doesn't take much in this league, does it, Sam, to all of a sudden find yourself a pretty good scoring chance.
Right.
That was the Panasonic digital replay. Ideas for life.
One final in the NHL. Colorado shut out Calgary 3-0 in Denver. Ottawa's leading Washington 4-2 in the third period. And the Senators have gotten their game back together. They've played well since the Olympic break. Tootin. No score in this game. Things have settled down after early hitting. Now
line change
back and forth. Marian Hossa moves in. Dangerous. He shoots. Nice save with a skate. Center deflected and a save made by Lundqvist.
Atlanta's starting to slow the Rangers down.
Lead for Jágr. 1-on-1 against Modry. Now Ruchin. Jágr and Ruchin got tangled up. Ruchin's got the puck. Checked by Modry. Centered. Quick shot by Straka.
Oh,
save made by Lettinen.
Great effort by Ruchin behind the net. Modry had the puck, and Ruchin was strong on the puck. Reached and pulled the puck back, and then made the play on the backboard to eventually set up the shot. Right in there. Steals the puck back from 44 White. Now you see in front the open man Straka. Here comes his shot. Straka can't find the net. Here's Hossa when the Rangers were caught on a change. He had a free shot at Lundqvist.
Puck moved up by Greg DeVries. Bondra's pass deflects into the Rangers zone. Poti sends it away. Havelid for Holik, and now Bondra. Poti, good play. Thrashers have it back. Shane Knight's pass was tipped, bounces deep into the Rangers zone. Poti against Holik. Icing is whistled against Atlanta. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. Tom Rennie, who wants his team to get driving to the net. And early in the game, they've been going.
Well,
got some early chances, but Lettinen has been tough early.
They want to fight offense, but continue to be smart defensively. They have one game in hand on the Flyers. Flyers are in Pittsburgh tonight. That starts 5 out of 6 and 11 of 18 remaining for the Flyers on the road. That's a lot of road games, Sam. Rangers
will be playing every other day this week. Tonight, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, then Monday of next week.
That's a lot of games.
Yep.
Road and home. Jágr was down.
Big battle. Yeah. Jágr against Larson there.
This is that energy line. The Rangers against this line had some good early offense during one of the shifts.
Roosevelt hit by Bolton, and the puck was touched with his
Jágr's going for a penalty.
High-sticking penalty.
Yep. Jaromir Jágr's going to take a penalty. Larson really worked him over here, and Larson did a good job. The puck was down underneath. Jágr showed a lot of strength. He got up and played the puck. And then a few seconds later, the stick of Jágr comes right up over Larson and right up in across his chest. High sticking is the call, up around the neck and into the throat area. Atlanta with a first power play.
And the puck cleared. We'll see Ryan Holwig see some penalty killing time with Jed Ortmeyer scratched from the lineup as a healthy scratch tonight. Betts and Ward open up for the Rangers here.
This Atlanta team number 6 in the league in power play percentage. Number 2 on the road. Very exceptional on the road.
Very dangerous.
Only Detroit better on the road as far as percentages go.
And they love to set up Kovalchuk at the left point for that one-timer. That diagonal pass, there it is. And a save, and Lundqvist has the puck with Hossa right there, almost getting to the rebound.
And boy, did one of the Thrashers, Mellanby, ever go down hard when Holmquist was about to snare the puck on the rebound. Mellanby was in the slot, and did he ever go down hard? Great shot, great save through traffic, and then the covering of the puck by Holmquist. 19 Mellanby, the captain, as he goes down hard. Good save, great save by Lundqvist.
Minute 15 to go on the power play. Kovalchuk fanned on the shot attempt. It slid out of the zone. Kovalchuk and Modry playing the points.
Atlanta was 0 for 8 during the game in Atlanta a few nights ago when the Rangers were there. 0 for 8. And a lot of it had to do with Lundqvist.
Rangers did a great job on the penalty kill. Here's Poti playing his 500th NHL game. And he clears it. 50 seconds to go in the Atlanta power play. No score in the game with 8:40 to go in the first period. Jim Slater with a shot. Good save made by Lundqvist. Slava Kozlov is on. He's got the puck now. Slater to Kozlov. Played off the side of the net. Picked up by Modry, the defenseman, in deep. And it's taken by Betts for Ward, but it missed connection, went all the way down. Ottawa, one power play goal in their last 3 games, 1 for 15. They were 1 for 5 against, did I say Ottawa? Atlanta was 1 for 5 against Ottawa in their last game. And that's it. With 5 seconds to go, Jágr's on his feet, Rangers controlling, and the Atlanta power play is over. 2 shots on goal. 7:50 to go in the first. Drop pass to Ruchinski. Quick shot block. Knocked away by Mellanby. Kept in by Teuton. Here's Nylander. Quick shot. It's a stick save by Lettinen. Haviland played it behind the goal line. Jágr chasing after it. And Mellanby able to clear it out. This is Marian Hossa. And he is taken out of the play by Kasparaitis. Shot save made by Lundqvist. He dives on top of the puck.
Hossa almost got to the loose puck. Give Hossa credit too. Savard's trying to go after Kasparaitis because he took Hossa out. It's a clean play. It was a good play. And then Lundqvist held on to the puck. I'd give Hossa credit because after he was stopped in his tracks right in here, he looked like he was going to make it around, but there's Kasparaitis taking him out. And Hossa went right to the net here. Give him credit. He's going to give a little left arm tug on Kasparaitis and slingshot there right by him and got to the net. And then it may have been a slash there. It might look like a slash from Kasparaitis on the left hand of Hossa.
90 plays it deep. Straka able to clear the zone. 90 played it ahead of his block. Bolton chips it into the Rangers' end, and Straka goes forward. Bolton trying to take it away. Straka moving it ahead. Ruchin is bumped by Aubin. 90 moved it across. Brad Larson got tripped up.
Rangers have to get the puck deep, Sam. They got to get it over center ice and deep and then go to work. Right now they're in a line change, but you go to work deep, other teams will make mistakes.
Aubin. Petrovitsky goes to the net. That's centered, and there's a penalty upcoming. And Atlanta draws it. Another power play for the Thrashers.
Ozelin shall go, I think, for hooking. Or at least one of the Rangers is going for a hooking. And there you see the former Ranger Petrovitsky had driven to the net. Everybody a little perplexed trying to figure this out. Here's a look at the Canon Business Solutions goal cam. You're going to see Petrovitsky drive to the net on the right side. Oh, it's Roosevelt that goes. I apologize. Roosevelt right here on VJ. Oh, boy. Sam, you tell me where you see a penalty here. Where do you see a penalty? There is no penalty.
Yeah.
These are penalties that are being called that they think are penalties. Aubin's the person that drew it, but...
That one went off the bar, I believe. Hossa from a sharp angle. Soft call.
It's a call that a referee thinks he sees a penalty, but you got to be sure when you're a referee. For both teams, it's too important to these teams.
Savard playing it up to the point. Modry winds, fires off the post again. That one pops in the air, bounces behind the net. Thrashers have hit 2 posts. I also think that Hossa may have glanced one off the bar.
Went in behind, I think, both Lundqvist, in between Lundqvist and the goal net. I think that shot did, Sam. The one you're talking about with Hossa.
Ward and Betts go off. Ruchinski comes on with Ruchin. 1:15 to go on the power play. I think the message is fairly clear. Atlanta very dangerous. They're coming awfully close on their power play chances. And the Rangers do a good job getting it out of the zone. Strudwick and Poti with Ruchin and Ruchinski. Kovalchuk. Kozlov along the boards. The takeaway and the clear by Strudwick. That pass missed connection, goes all the way down. It's an icing on Atlanta. 43 seconds to go on the power play.
For sure there was a goal post, we can say that much. Modry's shot, you see, deflected off the leg of Mellenby. Mellenby, 19 White, off his left leg and off the goal post and off Lundqvist and wide. Wow. Lady Luck on the side of the Rangers in their own zone here in the first period. 2 goal posts and 1 missed open net by the Atlanta Thrashers.
Puck around the boards. Kovalchuk stays on. He is tied for the league lead with Jaromir Jagr in power play goals with 21. The outlets to to Slater. And a whistle and a penalty call. An interference call.
Atlanta tries a long breakout play. Actually, Moore made a good play. He went forward on the faceoff, just missed the puck and then went to work. And then Bondra was standing outside the Rangers blue line and there was a collision.
Called it on Bondra when he
bumped with Fedor-Tootin.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he knew if Bondra. I mean, there's the end of the play. Bondra does. I don't know. Bondra was kind of backing up. I don't think he even knew Tootin was there. I think it was more of an accidental collision. So Atlanta gets a penalty against them that was soft, and our Rangers had one against them that was soft.
30 seconds remaining in the penalty to Michael Roosevelt.
And incidentally, the Ward call last night, late in that Montreal game, when Koivu was bumped,
right?
There was a complete accidental collision that was called late in the game. Yeah. It was. If you board a team's captain, the whole team would have chased you around the ice.
Lead for Sikora, and a good job by Haviland to take it away. He gets pulled down. Nothing called there. Rangers is set to go on a power play. There's an offside. And we'll step out for a moment with 4:34 to go in the first. Bob Hartley trying to get his guys charged up.
Sam, what he did early in the season is he had Bernie Boom Boom Jeffrey on come to their team and give them an inspirational speech about the season, not knowing that Boom Boom didn't know he was sick with cancer at the time. Boom Boom was living in Atlanta. Of course, at one time coached the Atlanta Thrashers. And they had a lot of respect. Flames back then, Flames. That's exactly right. Before they moved to Calgary and then came back to Atlanta as the Thrashers.
Rangers on the power play. This power play brought to you by United Rentals. When your team needs a power play, call United Rentals. First Rangers power play of the game. They've only scored 1 power play goal in the last 4.
Ruchinski on the point. Pruka's playing up front.
Moving toward the net, Nylander. And a save made by Lettinen. Nylander, Jagr, Pruka, Ruchinski, and Ozelinch for the Rangers power play. Lundqvist outlets to Ruchinski. Met there by Marian Hossa. There's a dangerous man on the penalty kill. Bobby Holik is on as well for Atlanta. No score in the game. 3:40 to go in the first. Modry and DeVries on defense for Atlanta. Up the boards, and it bounces by Ozelinch. Holik goes for it. Ruchinski goes for it. Holik picks it up. Holik with that big body penalty call. And it's on the Rangers.
One of the Rangers put a stick into Bobby Holik's midsection. The puck came along the boards, and Ozelinch couldn't keep it in at the Thrashers bench, right at the blue line there. And then Ruchinski had to come across to the other side. And full marks to Holik, who's had a rough year scoring-wise. But here he makes a play with his size and strength. He's holding a stick there, but he lets go. And the penalty's not called yet until right in here. That wasn't called. Nothing's called. The arm comes up right there. As I think Ruchinski, yes, it's Ruchinski who goes for the hook, right?
You know, John, it started with the Holik hustle to
that's
beat
what I said.
Ruchinski to the puck. Yeah.
Well, Ruchinski had to come from the other side, though. I mean, but Holik deserves a ton of credit for hustling.
Now it's 4-on-4, and Atlanta will go on the power play in 10 seconds.
Good shot by Holwig.
Kozlov fires into the corner. Kozlov with Savard. Haviland, Kovalchuk, and Bondra just came on, and Bondra goes to the bench. Power play Atlanta. 2:55 to go in the first. No score in the game. Into the Rangers zone. Pody. Excuse me, that's Tootin with Kasperitis on defense. Ward and Betts. And Betts able to clear. Atlanta on their third power play, 0 for 2 with 3 shots thus far. quiet Madison Square Garden
the first
crowd.
7 or 8 minutes, the Rangers were really sharp, moving the puck, skating well, and Atlanta started to pick their game up.
Here is Mellenby centering and missed by Savard, with Ward checking him. Kovalchuk to Savard. Mellenby back to Savard. He winds, a shot blocked by Ward, comes in front. Loose puck, Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk around. Pass deflected, good play by Ward. Nice effort by Jason Ward.
Great effort.
And Betts was able to clear all the way down. 30 seconds to go in the power play for Atlanta. Yaroslav Modry on the puck. Moore on the forecheck. Moore on with Ruchin. Shot by Slater, deflects to the corner. Working against Roosevelt. Roosevelt moves it. DeVries put it in the corner. Roosevelt again chipped it off the boards. Ruchin was playing stick handling a little bit too long, and the Thrashers able to take it back. Mellenby. Bondra would have been an offside. Power play is over. Still no score, and Atlanta 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. 1:15 to go in the first period. Yager. Luczynski waiting. It's an offside. The more the Rangers take penalties, the less Yager is on the ice, and they need him on the ice.
Well, here's some good effort killing penalties where Jason Ward worked over Kovalchuk and Savard, and then Betts was able to move the puck down the ice, and the Rangers able to change. Look at Ward's work. But it's taken a lot of effort for 4 straight periods now against Atlanta in killing penalties, plus an overtime. Atlanta is now 0 for 11 over those 4 periods plus the overtime. The Rangers, though, Sam, it's just a matter of time. You keep taking 3 a period, you're going to have somewhere along the line it's going to hurt, and they have to find their offense and their legs again. And it's a quick turnaround for the Rangers playing last night in Montreal. Everybody got home probably, 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
And then it's a 5 o'clock afternoon game here. And Atlanta was sitting in New York and rested, waiting for this game.
Luczynski. Shot was taken by Strudwick that was blocked. Bondra was stopped along the boards. Once again, the Rangers hoping for the fast start, have not gotten it. They have not been able to get a lead. Straka moves in. Nylander shoots. Save made.
Ooh, he got hit. Sutton came across and hit him pretty hard.
Nylander gets up. Long shot. Saved by Lundqvist on Petrovitsky's shot. Bondra in the corner. Winds it around. 8 seconds in the period. Kasparaitis moves it. Cleared out by Ruchin. Long shot taken by Sikora. And that's the first period. Shots are even at 8. No goals in the game. The Rangers still have not had a lead since the Philadelphia game. They've gone 4 games plus 1 period without leading.
Straka feeds Sikora, who knew there was 2 seconds to go in the period. So the shot on goal. Oh, this is the play by Nylander. Watch this. Sutton came across. That's a good, clean, hard, a solid hit. Shoulder right up to the high chest of Nylander. Made him pay for the shot on goal. 2 goal posts for Atlanta. I thought Atlanta played pretty well in the second half. Rangers had a good start, but didn't sustain it.
Stan's with Perry Pern right now. Go ahead, Stan.
Thanks, Sam. Perry, your thoughts on the period?
Well, I thought we came out a lot stronger than we did the last time we played these guys in Atlanta. We're still struggling a little bit to create the kind of offensive chances that we want, but certainly we shot the puck a lot more. We've created some rebounds. Now we just have to get to them.
Okay, getting on the score sheet, what do you want to see in the second period?
Well, I think we've got to avoid taking penalties against this team. We took 3 that period. You can't do that every period against them. And I think we got to get more people going to the net away from the puck to generate some offense.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Take it away, Sam.
Thank you, Stan. Thanks to Perry Pern. Stan will be in the studio with Ryan Holwig. End of 1. Rangers and Thrashers. No score. Welcome back to Madison Square Garden, New York. Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Panasonic. Ideas for life. By new and improved Just for Men hair color. Targets only the gray. Ain't nothing like it. And by Subway, introducing the new Caribbean Lime Chicken Sandwich from Subway Restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. Stan is in the studio with Ryan Holwig. That should be a battle. Take it away, Stan.
Sam, I'm not starting up with this guy. Right off the bat, you remember you threw a check immediately, setting a tone?
Yeah, right at the beginning, that was one of the reasons that they started us, is they wanted to set the tone early, got to get on the forecheck, and I thought we started the game off well.
Your thoughts on the period?
It was pretty tight. We did a good job. I thought we were playing the game simple. We were doing the little things. We were supporting the puck, making chips in, and establishing a forecheck was the main thing that we wanted to get done that period, and just kind of move from there.
How about the second? How do you avoid these penalties?
We just got to make sure that we have our sticks on the ice, and we're playing good body positionally, and we can't take any penalties. I mean, we got to make sure that our power play guys can get on the ice more than theirs, and we need key guys like Yags and those guys out there. We can't be spending time in the box.
You know, I'm jealous of you. I come from Brooklyn. We had one ice rink. I wanted to play in the NHL. I couldn't. You come from Downey, California. Amazing. Where was the nearest rink?
The nearest rink for me was about a half an hour away drive. But we'd only have one game and one practice a week, so there'd be nights where we would drive us up to an hour and a half away just to get some extra ice. We were always rushed. We'd find public skating out right after school. My brother and I would go there with my mother and just trying to get any extra ice we could.
I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Ryan Howick, and he is going to receive a gift certificate to Delmonico's for appearing on this show Between Periods. We'll have more right after this break. We got a zip hockey game. Atlanta and the Rangers. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome back to the intermission. I'm Deb Kaufman. The Rangers 8 points behind Ottawa when the day began, but the Senators lead the league in goal scoring, and they're on their game against Washington. This one comes 4-on-4. Washington had the puck, but after a missed deflection, Ottawa is headed the other way. Danny Heatley to Jason Spezza for his 17th. Heatley also has his 37th, so it's 5-2 Senators over the Capitals. The Rangers and Thrashers are scoreless after one. Back with the March Madness after this. The 65-team NCAA bracket will be unveiled shortly. Manhattan coach Bobby Gonzalez joins us on the Late Show to break it down. The Rangers' first period, a penalty fest. We're back to the ice for the Rangers and Thrashers right after this.
It's zip at the end of the first period. If it was baseball, we'd call it a pitcher's duel. Both teams very determined. Atlanta wants to get that playoff berth. The Rangers looking to cement first place. And in that period, we have some interesting events. Mike Roosevelt, who has a plus 31. Hard to believe. This guy gets no attention. Broke in, almost scored for the Rangers. We're going to take a look at that one. And some close calls, some excellent goaltending at both ends. Now, this starts off with a Yarker pass. Now, watch the pass across. Roosevelt coming down, just misses. And that's why it's still a 0-0 hockey game. Coming back, great save on Hossa. Lundqvist making another great save on the power play. The Rangers killed 3 penalties, and you can thank Lundqvist goaltending. A beautiful hip check by Darius Kasparaitis. That is an art form. I don't care what anybody says about it. Kasparaitis' hip check, they don't come any better. It's a throwback to the great old days of hockey. And I'm telling you something, that reminded me of Duck Harvey of the Canadiens. We'll have more right after this break. And coming up after that, the controversial trivia. Stay tuned.
A twilight look at Madison Square Garden. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by American Express. My life, my card. And by Canon, your source for document management. Sam, JD, and Stan here at Madison Square Garden. No score, end of one period. And the trivia controversy. Now, Stan, this is not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire where you can call your lifeline here. So, we expect you to do whatever you can to get the answer, but within reason here. The Thrashers have used 5 different goaltenders this season, most in the NHL. How many teams have played 4 goalies this season? 3 teams, 5 teams, 7 teams, 9 teams.
And let me explain something. The reason I give my points to Al Trautwig is that I like you 2 guys up there so much I can't pick between you. It's a tough one. It's very tough.
Well, you've been very fair all season long. I know that.
Stan, Sam just whispered to me, the question for tonight would be really easy to look up down there. Sam,
yeah.
Sam just whispered.
I'm staying away from that, guys.
I have been thrown under the bus.
I've thrown away my cell phone.
Now here we have the second period about to start. The 2 big guys opposite one another. Colton Orr only played 1 shift in the first period. Bolton played a few more than that. And they're having a few words. Let me just look here. As Bolton played 6 shifts. during that period.
Don't you wish you could hear that? I would love to have microphones on those guys.
Could be a little
Here they
colorful,
go. This is what they did.
See, Orr's trying to get his stick
little
underneath.
jockey for position. You want to? Watch out!
See, I don't think. There's no way Bolton's going to drop his gloves, Sam.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think he wants to play, and I think he's trying to make Orr take a penalty.
And Tom Rennie, I think, has told Colton Orr the same thing.
Probably.
Long shot by Modry, got through, saved by Lundqvist. Tough shot by Yaroslav Modry. Moore takes a hit. Pody moves the puck, and it's kept in. DeVries shot deflected into the corner. Pody under pressure, double team, moved it up the boards, and Orr able to get it out of the zone. DeVries did a good job picking off Holwig. Holwig sandwiched Bolton with help from Colton Orr. Good stop with the
shot.
Stick.
That was DeVries had the shot. He's a defenseman.
Yeah.
The former Ranger jumped in. That was a good play.
Orr moved the puck, played by Andy Sutton. Long pass into the skates of Mellenby. That's an offside on Atlanta, a little over a minute into the game.
So Orr plays the first shift of the period, no penalty minutes. And that is Holwig trying to play with some energy here. And this is where the puck went to DeVries. Look at that from behind the net. Actually, it would never have gone in, but at least he got the puck back towards the net. A good play.
Savard and Nylander opposite one another. Nylander wins it back. Sandis Ozolinch. Puck chipped out. Comes all the way back. Lundqvist plays it to the boards. Rangers play in Carolina on Tuesday night, and after that we'll play 4 consecutive home games. Here's Ruchinski. Big drive save off the shoulder
What a shot.
of Lettinen.
Good save, but what a shot by Ruchinski.
Out of the zone. Rangers will play Washington, Toronto, Boston, and Philadelphia in that 4-game homestand. Roosevelt.
Carolina had 2 games down in Florida, right, against the Panthers.
And
Luongo had a couple of very strong nights.
They were beaten both times last night in overtime. Great effort by Florida. It was the first loss for Carolina when they took the lead into the 3rd period. Florida with a good comeback effort. We're down 3-1, tied the game, went to overtime, and won it in overtime.
That almost happened here, too, when the Rangers lost to Carolina. They scored 1 in the 3rd, but outshot Carolina 17-zip. And Martin Gerber was fantastic in goal in that game. Here's the shot. Ruchinski really shoots it hard. He should shoot more often. Wow. And that was just a laser beam off the shoulder of Lettinen, who really fought it off. Nice save. Same shift. Ruchinski came down the other wing, but missed the top corner.
How about the Buffalo Sabres? They lead Boston 2-0 in the 1st period.
Finneganoff with a penalty shot goal.
Yes. They're, Roy and Finneganoff, the goal scorers in that one. Buffalo continues to play well. They're in the number 4 seed because Ottawa doesn't lose. Ottawa leads the Northeast Division. And Buffalo's 2nd in that division. Rangers have the number 3 seed, despite the fact that Buffalo has more points. Hossa for Kozlov. Tutin got there to move it. And here's Ruchin. Take it away. That shot by Jim Slater deflects up into the netting. And play stops. 2:38 gone by in the 2nd period. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters.
Merrick Malik out his 5th consecutive game, right?
Yeah, I think sounds
5th,
right.
yes.
I will double check that.
And the Rangers could use him with his passing skills out of the zone, his penalty kill ability. There's Boza Lynch playing just his 19th game of the season. You look at that, you say, okay, it's going to be a climb to get him into top game-playing shape. Remember, he also played in the Olympics, so there's a few more games added on there.
4 games for Malik, John.
Tonight the 5th?
Yes, no, the 4th. Tonight
okay,
the 4th.
my mistake.
That's an icing on the Rangers.
This has not been the game I expected with Atlanta. I thought it'd be a lot more open. You look at the Rangers' schedule, and you can see that maybe they're a little more tired than, which is natural. I don't say tired, I don't mean that, but maybe just don't quite have the legs. They played a lot of hockey lately.
Yep.
And remember, late last night getting home, and then you have a late afternoon game, which is kind of a strange scenario with Atlanta sitting here.
But that's the story down the stretch,
Yeah,
John.
absolutely. That's the story with every team. You have to deal with it. No, I'm not making the excuse.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you have to deal with it.
There's a lot of games. It lightens up for the Rangers in April, in the last 2 weeks of the season. But these next couple of weeks,
every
to the end of March,
they all
very
have it.
heavy.
Every team in the league has it.
Jason Ward, Rangers have to get onside. Thus far, no sustained offensive pressure, really, for either team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just get the sense that maybe this is the type of game the Rangers need to find a way to win, not a real wide open, really fast game because of their schedule.
Ward got tripped up. That one was missed. You can hear the fan reaction. Bondra moved it. Rangers regained possession. Strudwick around to Pody. Pody waits. Up the middle. It's tipped ahead. Knocked down by Modry. Pody lifts it in. Fans trying to get the Rangers going.
Or with another shift here.
Hit attempt missed on Haviland. Haviland swings it around, then Orr knocked down Haviland. And Holwig just missed Modry. Orr to Holwig. Haviland trying to move it. And Larson's pass off the skate, stays in the Atlanta zone. Haviland has it again, and Colton Orr lines him up, but that was missed.
Yeah, Orr's got to make sure he doesn't get caught with long shifts. He hasn't played a whole lot.
Rangers keep it in. The high shot by Holwig bounces off the chest into the glove of Kari Lehtinen. And that was a good shift for that line.
Orr here with Haviland. Got ahead of him. Shows his strength. And Holwig here gliding in, but gliding at about 40 miles an hour, just missed Modry. And there's the play with Ward and Holik.
I thought he caught his skate and tripped him up.
It wasn't a hook. If it's a hook, he'd have a penalty.
There you go.
And Ward must have stepped on the stick because his skate was nicked, and he's having his skate repaired right now. Tell ya.
Yager, quick shot, missed the net.
Don't hook.
That's the penalty du jour. Yager trying to fight off the stick check of Andy Sutton. Nylander's in deep. Roosevelt went to the net. Nylander moving on to DeVries. That shot save made by Lehtinen as he stopped Ruchinski. Oselinch across the Roosevelt. Nylander. Ruchinski takes it off the boards against DeVries. Oselinch to Ruchinski. In the middle, Nylander. Shot by Oselinch. Save made. Good play. And Oselinch was stopped on a good save by Kari Lehtinen. That's an icing on Atlanta.
Fans respond to that play as Oselinch jumped in. Lettinen's a big, tall goaltender. When he gets down with those long legs, he takes away a lot of the portion towards the bottom of the net. Nice save. Real nice save and a nice play. Lehtinen is 6'4", just about 200 pounds. And that was a good release. Nylander had 4 shots in the first period, Sam, to lead all players.
Shots are now 12-9 in favor of the Rangers. Atlanta only 1 shot here in the second period, 5.5 minutes in. Lehtinen moves it to Sutton, drives it up the boards. It's blocked. Good play by Sikora. Centers, Ruchin, Straka scores! The Rangers break their shutout streak. And finally, for the first time in the last 5 games, the Rangers have a lead. It's 1-0.
Lucky 13 is the number of goals Straka now has on the season. And as Sutton tried to fire the puck out, Sikora kept it in. And look at that little pass by Ruchin. Gorgeous. Lehtinen gave the puck to his defenseman. Good play. But Sutton didn't get the puck out, and it was nicely kept in by Peter Sikora. All 3 members of the line in on the play. And remember I said that Lehtinen takes away the bottom of the net with those long legs? Look where the shot was. Top corner, beautiful shot. You have to go up in tight on this kid. His legs are too long. He takes away everything low. Beautiful shot by Straka.
First goal in the last 10 games for Marty Straka. Only his second in the last 21. But that's a big one, and finally the Rangers have a lead. And the fans are into it, and here comes Peter Pruka. Nicholas Haviland is back. Pruka pulls up. Pass tipped by Yager. Straka from Ruchin and Sikora at 5:39. Tootin behind the net. And a penalty. Pruka went to the net. He got taken down. Penalty call.
Take a look at the Panasonic digital replay. You'll see why the Rangers are going on the power play. Modry takes Pruka out. He did not have the puck. Good call by the official. Another look at the goal. Beautiful little elevated wrist shot by Straka. And Sikora on the pass. His 500th NHL point. The referee good enough to give him the puck so he can keep it as a souvenir. Panasonic, the digital replay, ideas for life.
So the goal at 5:39 gives the Rangers the lead. Modry for interference at 6:18. Rangers second power play. Ozolinsh pressured by Bobby Holik. Good work by Bobby Holik. Rangers have Nylander, Pruka, Jagr, Ruchinski, and Ozolinsh for the power play. Jagr to Pruka. Pruka stick handles deep against Haviland. Try to center. Haviland takes it and clears it. Lundqvist has to wait for the puck to come across the goal line. Fortunately, he didn't forget himself and play it as he would have in the Olympics. Jagr. Ruchinski. Jagr. And it went off of Sutton. Jagr plays it back to Ozolinsh. Now it's Jagr again. Shot went wide. Missed the net. Ruchinski. Round the boards from Nylander. Up the boards to Ozolinsh. Backhands it. Around to Pruka. DeVries after him. Centered. In front. Jagr. Save. Lettinen. Another one. He scores! Jaromir Jagr. It's a power play goal. 2-0 Rangers.
Well, the Rangers had some energy from some of their role players early in this period. They took the body and created some things. Peter Pruka drew the power play with the Rangers leading, and there's Pruka's play to Jagr, who banks it in on the backhand after being stopped on the forehand. So we are seeing some players for the Rangers make major contributions here in the second period. Robbed, and then from behind the goal line, only goal scorers can score goals like this. Wow. 2-0 Rangers. It's a power play goal. Peter Pruka drew the power play and will get the primary assist on the goal, Sam.
Jagr leads the league with 44 goals, has regained sole possession of the point-scoring lead with 93 points. Colton Orr, Eric Bolton are on the ice. So the Rangers with 2 straight goals.
It's Orr,
Straka and Jagr.
Penalty upcoming again as Moore got a stick into the face from Bolton.
That's a bad penalty.
It's a
Bolton
2 or
will
4.
go on. He argues the call.
And the Rangers, Sam, I think knowing they played last night and they played a lot of games, what's happening is Tom Rennie said 4 lines. Got to go 4 lines. And Orr hasn't hurt them. He's given them some good shifts this period. The 4th line used a little more. And here's Orr with the stick, the toe of it clipping the chin of Moore. There. He's responsible for the stick. It wasn't a hard play, and Moore may have helped it, but he certainly did clip him with the toe of the blade. So the Rangers will go on another power play with a 2-0 lead. Atlanta does have 9 shorthanded goals. You always have to be aware of who's on the ice if Atlanta puts, some offensive-minded guys on the ice.
So in the span of a little over 2 minutes, the Rangers have scored 2 goals and drawn 2 power plays. Ozolinsh. Those are Prue for Pruka. Here's the shot by Ozolinsh that went wide. Bolton for high sticking at 7:42 in front. Pruka shot it wide on the backhand. Pruka, Nylander, and Jagr up front. This is Nylander. Pass through. That shot by Ruchinski was stopped by Lettinen.
Everybody went to Pruka, and all of a sudden there was an open man. Ruchinski, good save.
Nylander.
Best the Rangers have looked at a few games.
Yeah, Ruchinski with a puck. Nylander in the slot. Set up for Jagr. A save made by Lettinen.
Big save.
Ozolinsh to Jagr. Now the Rangers moving better. Pruka at the top of the crease. Ozolinsh to Nylander. To Jagr to Ruchinski. Save made with a blocker.
Oh, is that moving around, Sam, or what?
They moved the puck very well. Lettinen with some good saves here. Jagr, nice play to move past Bobby Holik. Jagr to Nylander. Nylander to Ozolinsh to Nylander. To Jagr. Slides it through and it went off the stick of Ruchinski. He
boy,
got
did
decked by Bobby Holik.
He got absolutely put in the envelope by Holik. Holik was without his stick and tackled him. Now Holik he's got to take a penalty here. He went up to one of the guys. Nylander just punched him in the mouth.
Rangers will be up 2 men. Oselinch moves it. They whistle. They play.
And because
stop.
the goaltender went to the bench, Lundqvist, and the Rangers sent the man on the ice too quick.
Okay.
The face-off will come to center ice, and you're going to see. I thought Holik should have had one right here, right in here. He doesn't have a stick. He knocks down Ruchinski, and then he kept going, and then he moved in, and he got caught, I think, for roughing. He's without his stick, so there's a high hit. But he gets up and keeps going. And Holik, remember, without the stick, he's going to play tough. And then there, he shoved down his man Nylander without the puck, so penalty to him.
The last Ranger goal, Jágr, is 44th and 22nd power play goal from Pruka and Oselinch. 7:28 the time of that goal. So Oselinch gets his first point as a New York Ranger. A timeout has been called by the Rangers with a 5-on-3. They want to rest Jágr, especially for a 36-second two-man advantage.
How about the addition of Pruka to the lineup? Does he make a difference?
He skates, he moves, he's an offensive threat.
Oh, he brings some enthusiasm to the game. Just gotta love the way the kid plays. Wow, 23 years of age. First game back from the knee. The knee itself, the joint itself is really good. He said he was just a little worried about his overall conditioning when you have to fight for pucks and things along the boards.
Leading up to the trade deadline, when teams called the Rangers, the first player they wanted and asked for was Peter Pruka.
I guess. He's at a good salary. He's 23 years of age. He has 25 goals. He's a rookie. And gosh, does he know how to play. What a future. Rangers two-man advantage for 36 seconds. That's how much Bolton has left. Bobby Holik in the box. Holik only has 7 goals in the season. He's a -13. He's been out for a period of time with injuries, but he's still a good penalty killer. That time he got a little bit aggressive and ends up in the box.
Rangers two-man advantage. They failed last night in Montreal with a two-man. Pruka plays it out to Ruchinski. 5 forwards on Jágr's shot deflected wide. 20 seconds in the two-man. Ruchinski to Jágr for the shot. Save, Lettinen. Off the netting and a face-off.
Pretty good
15
save.
seconds to go in the two-man advantage.
2 shots by Jágr there. One was blocked by Larson. The second one, I think, the goaltender moving to his left reached back. Yeah, he reached back to his right. Made a good save with the blocker.
He's
tremendous
pretty good,
save
John.
to the screen. Yeah, he's just a kid too.
Face-off win by Ruchin. Ruchinski's got it. Jágr shoots and a save again, and up into the netting it goes.
We talked about Pruka being 23 as Jágr looks up and sees 9 seconds left, and now he needs his visor cleaned off. Lettinen's only 22 years of age. Shot, save again. Well, this kid sees him. He usually stops him. He's pretty good.
9 seconds to go in the two-man advantage. Rangers out shooting Atlanta 13-1 here in the second period. Ruchinski, Jágr shoots, blocked.
Sutton.
5-on-4, pass down for Pruka, it was knocked away.
Bolton's out of the box. He's not known as a penalty killer.
Jágr to Ruchinski. Down low, Pruka. Chance for Sikora was blocked. Good effort down low by Andy Sutton. Jágr kept it in. Rangers still have 5 forwards on. Good effort by Nicholas Havelid. Chipped it off the boards. Ruchinski keeps it in. Havelid tries again. And this time he's able to lift it out. Jágr knocked it down. Jágr brings it back in. Slid it over to Sikora. In front, Ruchinski deflected by Havelid into the netting.
Bolton went to the Atlanta bench for a change. He's not a penalty killer. So that was like a 5-on-3 rush for the Rangers and made a nice pass, but the shot never ended up going inside the net. Here's the pass across. He's only 3 white jerseys. And there's the deflected shot before the man could come off the bench. Here's the golf in the net cam as you look at Lettinen's goal. Oh, what a save that was by the defense, because Pruka was right there to try to score the 5-on-3 play. What a play defensively, whomever that was.
45 seconds to go on the power play. Oselinch toward the net, wide off the glass. Played back by Nylander to Poti. Poti and Oselinch at the points. Nylander, Straka, and Sikora on. Wrist shot deflected wide. Sikora gets to the puck. 2-0 Rangers with 9:20 to go in the second. Oselinch behind the back to Sikora. Now it's Nylander. Played again by Sikora. Nylander comes out, looks, Gave it up. He was forced by Larson. Good play by Brad Larson.
With the Rangers having all this power play time, Kovalchuk not seeing much of the ice.
No.
He had one shot during the first period. He'll certainly be rested now, and watch him. He's probably going to get a shift here very shortly, and he may have a ton of energy.
Teams are back at full strength as the Rangers put the pressure on. Failed to capitalize on the 36-second 5-on-3, but lead 2-0 on goals by Straka and Jágr, coming a minute 49 seconds apart. Holik to Modry. 8.5 minutes to go, second period. Bouncing puck missed. Quick shot, save Lundqvist on Holik shot. 8:23 to go in the second. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. The official 2006 Rangers yearbook is now on sale, featuring an all-access 3-day look into the team. Full-color photos taken by famed photographer Andrew Eccles. Available at the Garden Team stores or visit NewYorkRangers.com. Pick up your copy today.
Jágr just went to the Rangers locker room. Jim Ramsey, the medical trainer, was not long behind him. So
a good hit by Mellanby took down Holwig in center. Shane Knighty trying to move it. Rangers have Betts with a good hit on Knighty. Betts and Ward and Holwig.
Mellanby and Holwig are having a little bit of a battle this shift too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kovalchuk fires, and a save by Lundqvist. Coaching staff on the trip back from Montreal so pleased with Lundqvist's play last night. They said they had to come right back with him. The way he played last night, they had to come back with him back-to-back games.
Kind of gives you a little bit of a playoff flavor too. Mellanby, whoa, baby, right into the dasher, but didn't stop Holwig. He kept right on going. That was Jágr's last shift there. He played the puck, and he had the bump from Bolton. And then not long after that is Aubin on him. Or Vision, who's that?
Yeah, that's Aubin.
Aubin, yeah, pardon me. So he went to the locker room. I don't know if there's a problem or not.
Buffalo has a 3-0 lead on Boston. Second period in Buffalo. John, it looks like Boston sliding right out of it.
After they made those trades. The Islanders went in and beat them last night.
Islanders, good for them. Back-to-back wins, good for them.
There's a big problem inside the Islanders building where a pipe exploded and it created a huge, it was a sewage pipe. A huge mess all over their fitness equipment and stuff. And it's not my money, and I know I shouldn't even probably be saying it, but you know what? Those people deserve a new building out there. Hope they can find a way to do it just for the good of their fans and their team and the sport in general. They need a new building.
Yeah, they've been trying to get it for a couple of years and haven't been able to work it out. Ruchinski gets into the zone. Kruka on the far side. Here's Nylander. He's wrapped up. Penalty on Slater. Set up for Ruchinski is tipped. Rangers get another power play. Delayed penalty call here. Lundqvist goes to the bench. Extra skater on. Roosevelt. And now Nylander. Will they call Jágr in the locker room, let him know there's a power play?
Looking under there to see if he's going to come running out of the room.
Is he watching on TV? And play stops as Hossa touched the puck. 6:28 to go. Holding call.
Ruchinski moved the puck down low, and Nylander was there, and there's the left arm by Slater, is trying to grab a hold of Nylander. So the Rangers go on another power play, and because of that, Kovalchuk's not seeing much ice time here in this second period.
It's a quick hold, but those are the rules, and that's it. Zero tolerance on plays like that. The hooking that John talked about earlier, and the quick
that
grab
was
like
more
that.
of a hold, though. That pulled him right off.
Yeah.
Some of the little hooks that aren't even half a hooks on both sides. I'm not talking just one way. I'm talking about both ways.
13:32 time of the penalty. Rangers 1 for 4 on the power play with 9 shots. Lettinen played it himself. Good clear by Kari Lettinen. Roosevelt and Poti play the points. Straka, Ruchin, and the third forward is Sikora up front. Straka after the puck against Haviland. Ruchin moves in. Roosevelt to Poti. Sikora. Ruchin. Rangers set it up. Here's Straka out in front for Sikora. He got taken down.
Good effort by all the players on the ice, and I don't know if Lettinen got a piece of that or not.
Sikora. Roosevelt back to Sikora. Winds and fires, deflected wide. Cody in deep to Straka. Sikora to Straka. Ruchin's in front. Here's Pody. Wrist shot, knocked down in front by Haviland and cleared.
The Rangers will make a line change now. We'll see Peter Pruka get back on the ice with Nylander and Ruchinski. So I think Ruchinski will go up front.
So you know there is a problem with Jágr if he's not back.
You know, and Ruchin just stretched a leg muscle near the front of the net. He's in a little bit of discomfort at the bench.
Pruka playing it to Ruchinski and back. Nylander's on, Tootin is on, and Ozolinsh at the left point. Pruka, Ruchinski, 20 seconds in the power play. Shot by Ozolinsh, saved. There's a rebound. Nylander tried to move it. Tootin shot. He was checked by Mellanby, and Mellanby able to work it out. DeVries to Modry. Final seconds of the Rangers power play. 4.5 minutes to go. Second period. Rangers 2 goals here in the second. Lead 2-0. Teams are back at full strength. Nylander along the boards. Through to Jason Ward. Ward behind the net. Ruchinski. Out for the point. Tootin toward the net. Knocked down in front. Ward tried to throw it in front. Holik blocked it and sends out Marian Hossa. Lead pass tipped ahead by Slater. Slater. Back pass to Popovic. Mark Popovic with the puck. Winds it deep. Petrovitsky got it to Holik. Holik around to Bondra. Bondra waits, centers. Holik plays it back to Shane Knighty. Tipped wide by Bondra. Now it's Petrovitsky against Ozolinsh. Good effort by this line of keeping the puck deep in the Rangers zone.
Yeah, but the Rangers at the same time, Sam, they're so schooled defensively they didn't give anything up.
All right.
That's one of their strengths this season.
Petrovitsky's lead is for Mark Savard. Savard centers right through.
And Jágr has not returned. He left with about 7.5 minutes to go in this second period.
Ward was stopped at the line. Holwig chips at it. Ward knocks it down. Ward shoots, save, Lettinen. Rebound lifted out by Shane Knighty. Played there by Pody. Under pressure from the Thrashers. Bondra that was pressuring him. The puck deep. Knighty's got it. 2:45 to go in the period. Puck coming all the way down. This will be an icing on Atlanta. We'll step out for a moment. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. 2:41 to go in the second.
Steve Ruchin goes to skate away and seemed to have a leg give out a little bit.
Yeah.
And he seemed to feel some discomfort, maybe tugging a muscle up high on his thigh. Now, this was Jágr's last shift. He was bumped from behind by Bolton. And then he played the puck. He went to the locker room. Jim Ramsey just came out a moment ago, and he's trying to tell Tom Rennie exactly what the problem is. So Jágr has not returned. There's 2:37 to go in the period, where the Rangers have outshot Atlanta, what,
17-3.
3. Been a great second period for the Rangers. Terrific in all areas.
25-11 for the game. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. Marty Straka and Jaromir Jágr the goal scorers. Ruchinski's pass was deflected. Jason Ward playing up on the line with Nylander and Ruchinski here. Pody lifts it in. Ward chases it down. Andy Sutton on him. Now it's Ruchinski playing it. Ruchinski against Haviland. Ruchinski. And the shot saved by Lettinen. Ward, good setup from Ruchinski, and Lettinen in good position to make the save.
Ward was a good scorer in the American League. As we take a look at the Panasonic digital replay. In behind the net, Ruchinski with a nice little pass. As he finds time, now he finds the open man. A beautiful play, and then Lettinen with another casual save. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Steve Ruchin does not miss a shift. He's on, wins a face-off. Ruchin in deep against Haviland. Set up for Straka, shot blocked by Slater, and he gets up and stays in the play. In deep. Marian Hossa, checked there by Ozolinsh. Ruchin with a good job. And the Rangers come out with it. Sikora. Dumped in. Sikora chases. Gets there in a backhander save off of Lettinen. The rebound by Ruchin was blocked. Ruchin again was checked by Slater. Straka's got it.
you like the way...
Sikora to Straka, missed the net.
That would have been the 20th shot if it was registered on goal by the Rangers. Did you like the way Sikora threw the puck in the zone? They went and got it himself. That's a smart play.
Here's Straka.
Instead of turning it over at the blue line, get it deep.
DeVries. You know, it seems like such a simple thing, John. We talk about it so frequently, and yet it doesn't often happen.
Well, you work so hard to get the puck that you don't feel like throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? Is it's called on the offside. You work so
like
hard.
that puck possession.
Yeah, you want it. Especially European players when they play on the bigger ice over there. They never dump the puck in. Terrific second period by Peter Pruka. And now let's watch the play here. Is the puck was moved down low by Straka, and then back to him by Sikora. What a gorgeous play that was, the give and go. Sikora with a good shift. Good, solid, strong shift. Ward again on the line in place of, well, actually, no, he's back on his other line with Betts and Pruka.
45 seconds to go in the second period. Sutton winds it back. Haviland there to play it. Betts on the forecheck. Betts, Pruka, and Ward out for the Rangers. Mark Savard after the puck centered, but Ward was back to take it.
Well, was I wrong about the Rangers? Worried about them being the tired team.
Pruka, yeah, they raised their level, no doubt about that.
They worked to draw penalties. They got the puck on net. The power play looked good. They did everything right here in the second period with 15 seconds to go.
The dangerous Ilya Kovalchuk trying to find a way into the zone. Boy, did he avoid a couple of checks that were thrown his way. He sidestepped them beautifully. Savard trying to center. Nylander gets it out of the zone, and that will do it. Fans cheer the Rangers' effort. Strong second period for the Rangers. And they will take a 2-0 lead into the locker room.
I think that's the best period of play the Rangers have played, both offensively and defensively, in a long period of time. And there was a lot of different people who contributed. Even Colton Orr on that line with Moore and Holweg early did some good stuff. Pruka back in the lineup did a lot of very good stuff. And here's Jágr out testing something as he's trying to figure out, I guess, if he can get back to playing the third period.
Well, is it a neck problem, a back problem? Jágr heading back into the locker room after a brief skate. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. Jágr scored his 44th goal of the season. He leads the NHL in goals and points. Stan is outside the Atlanta locker room with former Ranger Mark Savard. Stan.
Thanks very much, Mark. Your thoughts on the two periods?
Well, you know, we're giving them too much time right now, and when you give an offense like that time, they're going to make plays, and we got to take away their time and space right now.
Everybody's watching you guys and your drive to the playoffs. What do you think of your shot?
Well, I think we got a great shot. We just got to stay with it here. This game's far from over, 20 minutes, and we've been working hard in third period, so hopefully we can pull this out.
Your thoughts on the Rangers?
The Rangers are a great team. Like I said, they move the puck so well, and when you give them time and space in a soft game, they're going to make plays, and we got to be harder on them and to win this game.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
It's Mark Savard. Rangers have the lead. It's 2-0. Right after this break, none other than Hall of Famer Patty LaFontaine. Oh, Sam, I'm sorry. Take it away, Sam.
That's okay. You were doing so well, Stan. You could have thrown it to commercial. I'll do that. And when we come back, Pat LaFontaine will join Stan. Don't go away. We are back. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Cablevision. Get the most New York sports in HD on IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision. By Continental Airlines, official airline of the New York Rangers. Continental Airlines, work hard, fly right. 2-0 Rangers, end of two. And a Hall of Famer, two Hall of Famers. Stan is with Pat LaFontaine. Take it away, Stan.
Thanks, Sam. One of my all-time favorite guys is Patty LaFontaine. Here we're watching the retiring of the number 16 in Buffalo, 1991, 1997. I was there when you broke in the whole career. Tell me about the ceremonies, your thoughts.
Well, Stan, it was pretty special to have my family there, my dad and all my friends, and you know, the time I spent there in Buffalo was real special. So to go back and have that honor bestowed upon me, you know, going to the Hall of Fame is something in the league and something your peers, and there's no greater honor. But for an individual team to do that, raise your sweater, that's as good as it gets. It was real special.
Your 10-year-old son wants his sweater raised sometime. You got to tell us that story.
Well, I was driving to school on Monday, and I said, Daniel, how did you like this weekend? He said, oh, Dad, this was great. I had a great time. He says, I want to do that. I said, do what? He goes, oh, have your number retired. That was really special. He says, but I could never play in Buffalo. I said, sure, if you ever chose, whatever you choose to do, you could do that. But Dad, I could never wear the number 16. So I said, Daniel, if you ever play hockey and you do get to Buffalo, we'll work on that. You can wear number 16.
Now, a lot of fans may not know, nobody works harder than Patty LaFontaine off ice, helping people, your companions encourage. A couple of words about how it's going.
It's going real good. We're busy building interactive game rooms in children's hospitals, giving the kids a safe haven to go to when they're in a hospital, an ability to play games, create art, create music, video conference, and so far we've got 2 hospitals, and one in Buffalo, one in Westchester. We're working right now in Long Island, and we're going to build one here at Columbia Presbyterian and hope to build many more for the kids.
Can't say enough of good things about you. Patty LaFontaine, everything I say about this guy is great, and it's all redundant but well-deserved. We'll have the desk right after this.
Welcome back to the intermission. I'm Deb Kaufman. One final from this afternoon in the Eastern Conference. The Ottawa Senators lead the league in goal scoring, and they up the average against Washington. Here's Danny Heatley's 37. It's like he and Jason Spetz are just having their own little party. Ottawa wins again 5-2 over the Caps. They've won 7 of their last 8. The NCAA brackets have been unveiled. We'll let you know who got left out right after this. UConn, Villanova, Memphis, and Duke, the 4 number 1 seeds. Hofstra got left out. Seton Hall got an at-large bid. Manhattan coach Bobby Gonzalez joins us on the Late Show to break down the brackets. 2-0 Rangers back to the ice after this.
Rangers taking care of business in that second period, out shooting Atlanta 18-3. Al Troutway back with Stan Fischler. Jaromir Jagr has a little bit of a hip problem, but he's going to try and give it a go in that third period. But if you're Tom Rennie, you got to love the fact that first game back, Peter Pruka's on the board, and Sandis Ozer-Lynch is right there with him.
Well, you know, before the game, people were wondering when are the Rangers going to get back on the board, and specifically Marty Straka. And the great thing for the Rangers is that Straka is playing a very strong game. Put the Rangers ahead 1-0. They look very strong, overwhelmingly, actually, in the second period. Could have been more than 2 goals. And here's Straka starting things off right for the Rangers. And of course, beautiful teamwork here. Now watch, great play by Sikora, and there it is, Straka, great wrist right off there. No chance for the goaltender, and Sikora did some great work along the boards. And then, of course, Jagr, still the king. And Rangers on the power play, missed the first one. As JD said, only a goal scorer could get that second one, the rebound on the backhand. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Rangers trying to end that 4-game losing streak. They're up 2-0, heading to the third.
There we are, flying over Madison Square Garden, where New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Canon, your source for document management. By Charles Schwab. Get premium service without the premium price. Talk to Chuck. Charles Schwab. 1-800-4-SCHWAB. And by MetLife. Have you met Life today? 2-0 Rangers. Both goals in the second period. Sprint scoring summary. Straka's 13th. His first in the last 10 games. Jagr's 44th, leads the NHL. Sikora's 500th NHL point. Rangers out shooting the Thrashers 24-11.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, he's here. He finally made it. Got stuck in traffic. Trivia quiz. Thrashers have used 5 different goaltenders this season, most in the NHL. How many teams have played 4 goalies? My vote is D, 9. Al?
I'm going B, 5.
Stan?
My phone was cut, but I'll go C, 7.
I'm going with Stan. I'm going with 7.
And the answer is
9.
9.
Wow.
How come you're so sure of this one?
Well, every once in a while, the blind squirrel finds a nut. You know.
Whoa, listen to Al. You needed a roadmap to get to the Garden
I know.
tonight.
I know it's embarrassing.
Jagr back on the bench. There's a good sign for the Rangers.
Well, we're
Nice
glad
going,
you're here,
Sam.
Al.
Nice going, Sam.
And Stan did a great job, by the way, of defending your honor, too. Long lead for Straka. Dropped it off. Shot by Sikora. Saved by Lettinen. Rangers opening up this third period with Straka, Sikora, and Ruchin. Puck going deep. Savard is there to wind it to Mellenby. Mellenby, Savard, and Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk missing. Rangers, and Kovalchuk is always dangerous whenever he's on the ice. But the Rangers did a good job against him Thursday night and have done a good job against him tonight.
Kovalchuk's had 2 shots, 1 in each of the 2 periods. Hossa, another fine offensive player, has 2 shots. Savard, who's more of a playmaker, does not have a shot. So a lot of it had to do also with the Rangers having more power plays, especially during the second period.
Jágr on, gets the shot, saved by Lehtinen. And Jágr seemed to be skating quite freely there. Nylander played it to Ruchinski. The back pass taken away. And Marian Hossa moving down with Slava Kozlov. And Hossa is taken out. Good play by Ozolinsh. Good hit by Kozlov on Roosevelt. Hossa's got the puck, saved by Lundqvist.
There's a sneaky shot by Hossa.
Nylander moving in on Havlat. Nylander to the front, saved by Lehtinen. Penalty call.
What a move. Sutton was up ice, the defenseman. Hossa was back, and only Havlat was back as a defenseman, and he moved from the right side to the left side, and as that happened, first of all, a good shot there and a good save by Lundqvist. Jágr moves the puck. Now Sutton's trapped, a defenseman. Here's the other defenseman, and Nylander went right around him, and the call is made. Now let's see what Havlat did here to... I don't know. I don't know. It's called holding. Jágr with a good shot there as the Rangers start strong. Havlat in the box. He gets 2 minutes for holding, Sam.
Rangers will take it. They get the power play opportunity. They're sixth at 1:29.
I'm going to go with Havlat there. It wasn't much of a hold.
Roosevelt across. Ozolinsh shoots, saved by Lehtinen. That was Pody, excuse me, not Ozolinsh.
Just an opportunity here now on their power play. And their power play has looked very good in this game to find a way to make it a 3-goal lead.
Holik, good play. Now DeVries, the defenseman, comes forward with a puck. Moves in and shoots, glove saved by Lundqvist.
Another tricky shot, wasn't
by DeVries? Yeah. Rangers have Pody and Roosevelt, Straka, Sikora, and Ruchin up front now. Jágr has come on, and Ruchinski. As the Rangers change it up, 1:15 to go on the power play. Ruchinski with the puck. Ruchinski and Ozolinsh, Jágr, Pruka, and Nylander up front. Ozolinsh. Ruchinski fell down. Kozlov's clearing attempt deflected. Picked up by Marian Hossa. Short-handed. He couldn't tee up a shot. Lost control. Still has it. Twirling. Moving in.
Penalty upcoming. Ruchinski's going to get 2, and he's hurt on the play.
Penalty
got
on the
wrapped up
Rangers.
with Kozlov. Ruchinski's going to get the penalty. He was wrapped up with Kozlov. He's getting a penalty, and he's injured on the play. Jim Ramsey, the trainer, now is out there to try and figure out what the problem is. I'm quite sure it's against Ruchinski.
Yes.
I just know he got wrapped up with who I thought was Kozlov, and he ended up getting something twisted up, and he's ended up getting himself a 2-minute minor.
Interference, the call.
Hossa short-handed here, went to take off, and then Ozolinsh came across. Now some pass work as the Atlanta club had to kill his power play off and do a pretty good job. Now Ruchinski was, during that play, as that was happening, he was over on the left side. Oh no, it was Jágr who bumped into Kozlov, knocking him into Ruchinski, and Ruchinski's leg gave in. So Jágr is getting the penalty. Now here's Jágr. He moves across, and there's the bump with Kozlov. And the left knee of Ruchinski caves in a little bit as he can't put any weight on. He's going to the locker room. That's a problem. Oh my, he was not expecting that. Couldn't protect himself, and that is not a good sign there, folks.
We know he had early season knee problem when he had the injury in Montreal. Ruchinski for interference. Jágr is serving the penalty.
Jágr's the person that should have had the penalty, even though he's in the box. Ruchinski had nothing to do with the play, and he gets given the penalty.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it is Jágr in the box, nevertheless, and he's the guy that really caused the interference. It's 4-on-4. Rangers will be shorthanded in 20 seconds. Kovalchuk moves in. Teuton takes the puck. Teuton, Kasparaitis, Straka, and Betts. Here's Straka. Takes it back out. Atlanta getting ready to go on the power play. Oslin moves across. He shoots, save!
Wow.
Good shot. A great glove save by Kari Lehtinen.
Oh, that was sweet. What a shot by Oslin. Looking for his first goal as a Ranger. Already has an assist in this game. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know. He's a pass shoot and then decides to rip one, and there's a nice catching glove save. Real nice save. Oslin is one of these guys, when he takes the stick back, he could pass or shoot. He makes his mind up sometimes with the stick on the way back to the puck, and likes to make those misdirection passes. That time, a good shot and fabulous save.
Face-off win by Dominic Moore. Power play for Atlanta. Their fourth power play, 0 for 3 with 3 shots. I believe it was the left knee, John, that Ruchinski injured in the game in Montreal.
Well, that was his
early
left
in the
knee
season.
there.
Yeah. Kovalchuk playing the point with Modry, Mellenby, Kozlov, and Hossa up front for the Atlanta power play. 2-0 Rangers. A little over 4 minutes gone by. Moore tried to take it away, does, and he clears.
And that was, Ruchinski had 4 shots on goal during the second period. He had a heck of a second period. So even though it didn't look very good, Ranger fans hoping it's not a serious injury.
Hossa against Strudwick. Along the board, Savard to Kovalchuk. Back to Savard. Cross to Modry. Now Kovalchuk faked the slap shot. Modry shoots, save, rebound. Another save by Lundqvist. Savard. Kozlov back to Modry. Shot by Kovalchuk, deflected wide. Final seconds of the power play, and it's over. Lundqvist with a couple of saves. Savard plays it back to Modry. Teams are at full strength. Atlanta 0 for 4 on the power play. That went off the crossbar and up into the netting.
And it was Ruchinski's left knee, Sam. You're absolutely right. He missed 15 games with it earlier in the season. You're going to see a really good low shot here, and then a second jam at it by Kozlov in front. It's still 15:03 to go in the period. 1 goal by Atlanta. Whoa, off the crossbar. Yeah, you're right. That's a third one. 2 posts in the crossbar. Third iron hit by Atlanta. 2 in the first period, 1 here in the third. So Jágr gets the shift now. Straka moved up on left wing in place of Ruchinski.
Nylander couldn't clear. Jágr's got the puck. Jágr waits, leaves Kasparaitis. Aubin, Bolton, and Larson on for Atlanta. Pressure on Andy Sutton. Nylander comes in. Aubin moves it to Bolton. And here's Brad Larson against Kasparaitis. Deflected into the corner. Haviland, the defenseman, was in deep, number 28. Centered, redirected on goal. Good play by Lundqvist. A redirection by Serge Aubin. Straka. Haviland back for it. Now it's Bolton. Rangers draft pick in 1994, Eric Bolton. Played with the Buffalo Sabres. There's Shane Knighty, one-time Ottawa Senator, took a hit, moved it around, puck off the boards. Holik to Petrovitsky. Moving in on Oslin. Off the glass it goes. Popovic steps up. Rangers trying to move it up. Peter Sikora can't clear. Shot by Popovic. Stick save off the netting, and play stops. 13:42 to go. Third period. Rangers leading. Upcoming Rangers schedule. All games on MSG at Carolina Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Against Washington here at the Garden Thursday. Saturday, Toronto's here. 7 o'clock. All games preceded by a Hyundai Rangers game night. Half hour before game time.
Toronto had a very important win last night.
Big win over Tampa Bay.
They're struggling.
Oh, 1-5-1 since the break? I think that's their record since the break. They have really had problems.
So many goals against.
Yep. And it seems as if every game they give up a bad goal and then the team gets deflated.
Yeah, well, they'll be pulling for the Rangers in this game as Atlanta's trying to close to the number 8 spot. Montreal's gone over in front of Tampa Bay now into 7th. And 4 points, right? Atlanta behind the Lightning.
Tampa Bay at 70 points. There's a chance, and Petrovitsky scores on the backhander. With 12:55 to go, one-time Ranger Ronald Petrovitsky makes it 2-1.
That changes the complexion of this game in a hurry. Good backhander by Petrovitsky. Rangers had control of the puck here, and it ricocheted off a skate and bounced all over the place. And then there's the backhand shot to the stick side of Lundqvist. The puck was just ricocheting around, and then a really good effort on the backhand by Petrovitsky. He had a lot on this thing.
Yeah,
a lot on it. The 8th goal of the season for Petrovitsky, who had there's off the inside of the stick between the arm and the body of Lundqvist. Petrovitsky had replaced Bondra, who was injured, to play for Slovakia in the Olympics.
Kovalchuk tripped up Betts. That was not detected. Puck played by Mellanby.
Let's see if this gives Atlanta some energy, Sam.
That's a big goal for the third line. That's not an offensive line. That's a checking line that scores a goal. Petrovitsky from Holik at 7:05. Ward round the net, puts it in front. It's blocked. Ward again, and it went wide. All the way out. Strudwick plays it. A lot of time remaining. Strudwick. 2-1. Rangers leading it.
Yeah, Rangers need to
get goes Hossa.
Third gear into fourth gear here.
Hossa on the move. Nylander with him.
Penalty.
It's on Nylander. The quickness of Marian Hossa drew a penalty. It's a hooking call. Power play Atlanta. They are down by 1 and will have the extra man.
Hossa's not only quick, but he's very strong. Shields the puck with his body. Nylander there loses the position on him. Had a stick right across the front of the body of Hossa, and he tried to hook him to slow him down, or Hossa's headed to the net. So Nylander, who got to the outside of Hossa on Hossa's move, ends up in the penalty box. So here we go. Has 2 bad shifts in a row. One, the Rangers gave up a goal. Next shift, they take a penalty in their own zone.
Big moment here for the Rangers. 8:01, the time of the Nylander penalty for hooking. 5th Atlanta power play, 0 for 4 with 4 shots. Modry and Kovalchuk at the points. Ruchin with a good play. Ward moves down with Kasparaitis. Ward, the trailer Ruchin, checked from behind by Kovalchuk.
That was a good play by Kovalchuk.
Yes.
Fans are unhappy, but he made a good play.
Back the other way, 4-on-2 across. Drop pass Modry across to Savard, and he missed the net.
Just missed.
Oh, man, back and forth. Rangers had a big opportunity. Kovalchuk made a terrific check from behind on Steve Ruchin. Moore. Good pressure by Dominic Moore on Greg DeVries. Bondra plays it in. Ozolinsh there to take it. Kozlov on him. Comes out in front. Save! Another save! Oh, Slater had a great chance as Ozolinsh lost the puck, and Lundqvist made 2 great saves, and the puck is cleared.
Wow. What goaltending by Lundqvist.
Man. He's giving them everything they need. Kozlov sends it in. Put it into the crowd. 41 seconds to go in the power play.
Take a look and see exactly what Lundqvist did. Ozolinsh with the puck, but he gets harassed right in here by Kozlov. 1, 2, both those saves off of Slater. Slater was in front. The puck ricocheted off the skate of Roosevelt, and 2 fabulous saves, both down low. And then here's the play by Kovalchuk. That's a good play.
Yeah.
He went underneath the stick. Fans, they're pulling for the Rangers, and they see something like that happen. They cheer with their hearts. But the reality was it was not an illegal play, and the referee made the good call by not calling a penalty.
Hossa had that last Atlanta shot. 25 seconds to go. Atlanta power play. Carried up by Kovalchuk with speed. He moves in, plays it across. Scott Mellanby for Kovalchuk in deep as he's changed position. Now gets it to Mellanby, and Kovalchuk's back at the point where he likes to position himself. Pass through to Modry off the boards. Strudwick played it off the boards to himself and cleared it, and that does it. Power play is over.
And Lundqvist came up big. That one scramble with 2 saves, huge.
And the Rangers 5 for 5 on the penalty kill. And that's been huge in the game. 9:45 to go. Giveaway to Jágr. Tipped back in by Nylander. 2-1 Rangers. With 9:35 to go in the third. Haviland. Straka on him. Tootin released it. Petrovitsky was after him, trying to hit him. Sutton off the boards to Bondra. Played back. Petrovitsky moves in and shoots high off the glass. Big rebound out to Jágr. Nylander gets bumped by Holik into the Rangers bench. Bondra's pass, give it up to Kasparaitis, turns it the other way to Jágr. Slid out, and Jágr reaches and intercepts a pass intended for Slater. Betts moves in. He's checked there by Popovic. Under 9 minutes to go in the third. 2-1, Rangers leading it. Straka and Jágr with goals in the second period. And Petrovitsky for Atlanta here in the third. Ruka played it behind the net. Lettinen winds it around. It's stopped by Ward. Betts against Knighty. Ward against Slater. Ward winds it behind the net. Lettinen out to stop it. It's off his stick. Knighty, long pass to Brad Larson. Roosevelt, pressured by Kozlov, got it around to Ozolinsh. Ozolinsh off the boards. Taken back by Kozlov. Roosevelt, chased by Mark Savard. Mellenby's there as well. Reversed it off the boards, went to the side of the net, and is pinned there for a face-off. 7:59 to go in the third. 2-1 Rangers. Two great games come together on MSG for the PokerRoom.tv shootout. Want to play? Go to MSGNetwork.com to enter, then prepare to face your fellow fans on the ice for winner-takes-all shootout. Go to MSGNetwork.com to play the PokerRoom.tv shootout. Ozolinsh around the board, Sikora. Atlanta out shooting the Rangers 10-5 here in the third. Rangers outshot the Thrashers 16-3 in the second. Olwig played it deep. Ruchin was hit by Modry. 7:40 to go, third period, 2-1 Rangers. Savard long pass to Kovalchuk. Fanned on his pass, gets it back. All the way around it goes. Roosevelt carries it behind the net. Chopped that by Ozolinsh. He's tied up with Kovalchuk. Savard, backhander, blocked by Lundqvist. Bounces down. Olwig's got it. Good pass. Sikora dumps it in.
Important for Ozolinsh the last 7 minutes to keep his shifts real short. He hasn't played a lot of hockey. This is 2 games in a very short period of time. And he's got to be smart about it.
Nice move by Petrovitsky, and he puts it in the Rangers zone. With Ruchinski out, here's Petrovitsky on the giveaway.
Oh,
Lundqvist recovered. Lundqvist gave it away to Petrovitsky in the corner. Bondra fires, glove save, and it's held by Lundqvist.
There's Pody and Lundqvist having a discussion about the play. I think Pody was there to get the puck. Lundqvist took charge and decided to do it himself. For the goaltender, it's always easier to leave it for the defenseman. See, there's Pody, and Lundqvist turned it over, and a tight play at the net with Ruchinski putting the puck there. Petrovitsky, my apologies. Petrovitsky and Holik have had a pretty good period here in the third period.
Moore on with Betts, 2 centermen. Slater on the face-off for Atlanta. One back by Slater. Sutton moving with the puck. In deep, Strudwick stepped in front of Kozlov. Slater takes it, tried to center, stopped by Lundqvist. In front, scramble on. Also couldn't stuff it in. Strudwick got it. Penalty called on the Rangers.
Started with the Atlanta club winning the face-off. Sutton moved all the way to the near side, put the puck deep, and then when the puck got to the net, there was some hairy plays right around the net itself. Right in there. I think that Hossa had a shot. And then in front of the net there you see Slater being shoved down by Betts. Knocked down. What a save. Yes, Hossa was robbed twice there, Sam, by Lundqvist. Fantastic goaltending. And Atlanta will have a power play with 6:38 to go as Betts gets called for cross-checking here in the third period. 1-0 Ranger lead. He knocked him down. Here we go. That started with a good face-off win by the Atlanta club.
13:22, the time of the penalty on Blair Betts. And here's a big one again. 6th power play for Atlanta.
It's really big. If you think of the Rangers in first place in the division, you think about Atlanta just trying to find the playoffs.
Puck was lifted over the glass into the crowd.
Penalty.
And a penalty on the Rangers, Darius Kasparaitis. Oh, man, you can see Tom Rennie's reaction.
1:55, 5-on-3. Kasparaitis is there. He's in a battle. He throws the puck up, and it goes over the glass. He didn't do it on purpose, Sam. He tried to throw the puck out of the zone. Ends up, look at his reaction. It goes over the glass because the angle wasn't quite right. You're hustling, you're working, you're trying to make the play. I'm telling you, and I'll say it till the end of the season, you're going to see a playoff game or a series decided by an accidental play like that.
What's the right answer, John?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
tough.
know.
I mean,
the players created the problem by doing it on purpose all the time, but now you're seeing it accidental plays by players around the league just hustling, working, and it creates a stoppage. Now, you're the one that you were really proactive in having that called, right?
I agree. I mean, it was bad.
But it was bad. But it's going to decide a playoff series.
There's a 5-on-3 for Atlanta. Crucial point in the game. 2-1 Rangers. Modry. Kovalchuk. Shot blocked. Pody with Roosevelt and more for the Rangers. Kovalchuk. A minute 35 in a two-man advantage. Hossa outside of Modry. Long shot. Stick save by Lundqvist. Mellenby behind the net to Savard to Kovalchuk. To Modry. He shot it high off the glass. And the back pass out of the zone.
The first initial block by Pody, playing his 500th game, was a beauty on the Kovalchuk slap shot.
Strudwick, Tootin, and Ruchin come on. Modry fires it around the boards. Past Lundqvist. Strudwick trying to move it. Double teamed in the corner. Up the boards to Kovalchuk. 55 seconds in the two-man advantage.
Kovalchuk switched sides. He wants the shot off the pass.
Hossa's pass blocked. Good play by Fedor Tootin. Played back to the point. Modry to Kovalchuk. Missed the net. Round the boards and out.
He hits the net from there. It's tough to stop, but he missed. 35 to go in the 5-on-3.
Oh, man. Kovalchuk. 5:10 to go in the third. 2-1 Rangers. Kovalchuk against Moore. Roosevelt and Pody back on. Hossa moves down. Hossa looking. Crowd alive. Haviland. Hossa waits, fakes. Haviland across to Savard. Kovalchuk's in front. Now he's in the circle. 10 seconds in the two-man. Haviland, Kovalchuk, Savard. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Score. Kovalchuk on the rebound with 3 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. He made the first save, but it bounced down and Kovalchuk was there.
Kovalchuk's job is to score goals. He gets his 42nd of the season. A great save here with a catching glove, but the puck flipped out. And there was Kovalchuk. Ovechkin scores him the same way in Washington. This shot here was caught, but not held on to by Lundqvist. He made a good effort, and there was Kovalchuk to score with 3 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And now we'll have 8 seconds on a power play as there's 4:41 to go in the period. It's a big goal. I mean, it ties it at 2 for Atlanta with 4:41 to go, and they are begging for points in the standings.
Big comeback by the Thrashers. 2 goals here in the third period. The 5-on-3, a big one. 4:35 to go in the third period. Now the Rangers have to dig down and find a way to get 2 points out of this game. Aubin plays it back. Haviland. Teams are back at full strength. Lundqvist stops the puck for Tootin. Rangers are without Marty Ruchinski. Went off with a knee injury. Lettinen leaves the puck. Straka got to it, and it's taken back by DeVries. Lifted clear. Oselins plays it off the boards. Taken away by Slater. Petrovitsky swings it around. Slater gets to it. Sutton with a long shot blocked in front. Cleared out. Yager was breaking, but the pass was behind him. 3:40 to go. Kovalchuk from Savard and Haviland at 15-19. 42 goals for Kovalchuk, and he ties Yager with 22 power play goals. Ovechkin and Kovalchuk have 42 goals. Yager has 44 to lead the lead.
42 for Kovalchuk is a career high.
Wow. Had a great year. Olik into the Ranger zone.
Well, he has to score goals. That's his job. He doesn't kill penalties. You know, he doesn't play much with the game on the line if it's even strength out there. So he has to score goals, and he came through for his club.
3 minutes to go in regulation time. Modry.
Nice pass.
Brought in by Bondra with a shot deflected, blocked. Picked up by Holik. Sets up Sutton. His shot deflected up into the netting.
That was Sikora that did that. A real good play by him. You're going to see the tying goal as Kovalchuk, the puck sitting on edge, was able to flip it up to the right side. Good save by Lundqvist, but he just couldn't hang on to the puck. We're tied at 2. The Rangers, Orr's not playing a whole lot. Pruka's first game back from a knee problem. Ruchinski's gone to the locker room with a knee problem. And right now the Rangers are trying to find a way to win this thing. At least get 1 point and then go from there. Atlanta needs their 2 points because of their standings.
Good keep in by Modry. Shot went wide. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation time. Sikora finds the puck but lost control. DeVries takes over. Blocked by Sikora. Good effort by Peter Sikora to work it in deep. Now Modry for Atlanta. All the way down it goes. And will be an icing on the... No, it's waved off. Initially, one linesman had his arm up. The other linesman waved it off. Rangers send it in. With Ruchinski out, Holweg is getting several shifts. And getting more responsibility.
Well, they need to... It's basically 3 lines for the Rangers.
Nylander with Straka and Jágr. Havelid, Straka on him. Slater fires it around, stopped by Roosevelt. Down the boards to Jágr. Straka's in front. Jágr checked by Sutton. Nice move. Jágr. Sutton got picked off, saved by Lettinen. Subtle play by Nylander. He picked off Sutton and allowed Jágr some freedom. Here's Hossa. Offside, Atlanta.
Lynch bumped him offside. Ends up being a good play. You're right, Nylander was going behind the net, but he had established position. He didn't go out of his way to get in front of Sutton, but it sure opened up ice. So Jágr's going to turn. Now watch Nylander come in and stand there. And that allowed Jágr to move around and take the wraparound shot. Again, take another look at it. Nylander behind the net. He's established position and opened up ice. And Jágr with the shot.
Minute 20 to go in regulation time. Offside, Atlanta. They'll bring it out for a face-off. Buffalo leading Boston 5-2 in the third. Detroit leading Chicago 2-0 in the first. Minnesota leading Edmonton 1-0 in the first. And tomorrow on FSN at 10 o'clock, Binghamton and the Hartford Wolfpack. That's a tape delay from Saturday. Saw Al Montoya here at the Garden earlier. Good to see him. He was just getting his finger that he had the broken finger. He was having it checked out by the doctors.
They've had a great season in Hartford.
Hal's had problems with a stomach flu and lost some weight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 14 pounds. Yeah. The flu's hit the whole team. But they're 37, 19, and 8. They've had a heck of a season.
A great job by Jim Schoenfeld, Ken Jernander, and Ulf Samuelsson.
Holik nailed Ward.
Yeah, Ward got knocked down. Fans reacted. No call. 40 seconds remaining. Teuton avoids the hit attempt. Tipped clear by Straka. Tied at 2 with 30 seconds to go in regulation time. Kasparaitis moves it ahead. Nylander tipped it in. Havelid moves it across. 20 seconds to go in regulation time. Kasparaitis back for the puck. 15 seconds to go. Rangers 2 goals in the second. Atlanta 2 goals here in the third. Teuton off the boards for Jágr. He's ahead of the play. Offside whistled with 4.7 seconds remaining in regulation time.
So here's Ward as he gets stopped there. He's going to turn around. There's Holik running into him and knocking him over. And then another little shot.
That's the extra shot should have been called.
Well, that's we're see what happens here. We see what Ward
he was holding
put the scissors on his ankle. That's why.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. All is forgiven. Long shot, stopped by Lettinen. Overtime they go. Rangers and Thrashers, second game in a row. These two teams played 2-2 in regulation time and go to overtime. Each team has a point. They'll play for another. This overtime is brought to you by AIG for insurance, loans, and retirement. AIG. So the Rangers and Thrashers go to overtime. Tom Rennie, Terry Pern, and Mike Polino talking things over. They may be getting ready for a possible shootout, too.
There. 16 shots were for Atlanta after the Rangers had 18 in the second. We thought they had 19 or 20, but the board and the league number were two different things. So finally, it ends up being 34-29 overall in favor of the Rangers. There you see the overtime records. As Atlanta battled back, got themselves 2 goals in the third period, and here we go with one more period on the board. Somebody's going to get one.
Rangers have not done well in games that have ended in overtime. They have done well in shootouts, despite the fact that they lost the last game to Atlanta in a shootout.
Prior to the last shootout, the stick of Jágr was measured, and there was a penalty against the Rangers. Before tonight's game, Cass Marquez, the Rangers equipment manager, went with 3 sticks to the referee's room and measured the sticks to make sure they were legal. He did the same thing last night in Montreal with Bill McCreary. If you want to find out if they're legal, do it before the game, and then there's not going to be a question mark.
Luchin, Oselinch, Roosevelt, and Pruka start the overtime for the Rangers. Kozlov, Slater, Haviland, and Sutton for Atlanta. 4-on-4 in the 5-minute sudden death overtime. Broken up by Pruka, played by Roosevelt. Oselinch takes it, looks.
Savard and Kovalchuk.
Here's Jágr, turning, shooting, deflected, and gloved on the knuckleball by Lettinen.
Now what's going to happen here, Will? Atlanta, they put Sutton on the ice right away. He's the big defenseman playing a lot against Jágr. Or will they put Holik for the defensive face-off? There's the shot. There was a change-up play going wide, but it forces the face-off. That's Baudry on Jágr, not Sutton. So quick changes by the Atlanta Thrashers. Holik for the draw. He wins it. Big 25's out there to play Jágr.
Sutton with the puck for Atlanta. Straka all over him. Straka and Jágr, Tootin and Kasparaitis for the Rangers. Holik goes off, and Bondra comes on for Atlanta. Bondra and Hossa. Kasparaitis, Jágr, and it's brought the other way. Bondra with Hossa. Hossa winds and shoots, deflected. Off the corner boards, DeVries
holding penalty
was tied up with Straka. Straka holding the stick. Oh my!
Problem with that was it was right in front of the referee. It's about 6 feet away.
Power play, Atlanta in overtime.
There's no doubt about this one. When you see the stick's into the midsection, but it's locked up by Straka. See how he's holding on to it?
And there it is, and the referee took a look at it. It was right in front of him, as John said. Here is a power play for Atlanta in overtime. They are 1 for 7 on the power play in the game.
And Kovalchuk is very good at either the big slap shot off the pass or finding rebounds.
4-on-3 power play advantage for Atlanta. Savard, Hossa, Kovalchuk, and Kozlov, 4 forwards. And Poti slides it down the ice. Poti and Roosevelt with more for the Rangers. Kozlov plays it across. Savard moves in. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Played by the Rangers. Dominic Moore. Poti down the middle. Moore races down against Kovalchuk. Moore played it back out. It's taken away by Hossa. Hossa moves in on Poti. Hossa waits. Plays to Savard. On to Kovalchuk. Kasparaitis checks him. Savard. Hossa. In front is Kozlov. Kovalchuk. Holding. Savard to Kovalchuk for the shot. Blocked by Kasparaitis. Kozlov swings it around the boards. Comes to Savard. 1 minute to go in the power play. Kovalchuk. Down low. Kozlov waits. Poti took away the shot. Kovalchuk winds up, plays to Kozlov. Backhanded, taken away by Poti, and he clears. Great job by Tom Poti.
Block shot by Kasparaitis. Poti with a good block of the pass.
Savard to Kovalchuk to Savard. Looking, 35. He shoots and scores. Mark Savard ends it. for Atlanta.
That was some
a
shot.
big comeback by the Thrashers. They beat the Rangers in overtime 3-2. And the Rangers' losing streak has gone to 5 games.
1 point for the Rangers, 2 for the Thrashers. A power play goal wins it. Savard had no other option, but what a shot it was to the top corner. A brilliant shot. Top corner by Savard, the playmaker, as the Rangers had 35 more seconds to kill on the Straka minor. So the Atlanta Thrashers come into Madison Square Garden, find a way to get 2 points, and they just, without question, needed it. Kovalchuk scored the 5-on-3 goal to tie it up, and the Rangers move on to Carolina to play there in a very tough building on Tuesday night. Watch Savard's accuracy of this shot.
Wow.
That was a big-time shot. He's had a big-time season.
Man, Mark Savard, the one-time New York Ranger, ends it at .245 with his 25th goal of the season.
He's 1 point away from 80 on the season.
2-point game for him. Yeah.
Free agent. Is that 2 point game? He's got 80 points.
80 points. Goal and an assist in the game for Mark Savard. And you see the frustration for Henrik Lundqvist.
He hates to lose. He's a competitor, a gigantic competitor, and Rangers not scoring many, but they had the 2-0 lead through 2 and failed to hang on, as Atlanta really does a good job coming back here in the third period. Nobody in the crease. Top corner shot. Gorgeous shot by Savard. Full marks to him. And the Thrashers had their power play work when they needed it the most late in the third period, then into overtime. Both the tying and go-ahead goal, power play goals.
They scored on a 5-on-3, and then they win it on a 4-on-3. The Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award goes to Mark Savard. Oppenheimer funds the right way to invest. Savard from Kovalchuk at .245. Kovalchuk a goal and an assist. Savard a goal and an assist. The Thrashers beat the Rangers in overtime 3-2. We'll be right back. Big comeback by the Atlanta Thrashers, down 2-0. They come back to beat the Rangers in overtime 3-2. The goal of the game is brought to you by Bud Light. Smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste, great times. And here it is. The goal that won it. 4-on-3 overtime. Kovalchuk and Savard. Good combination, John.
Well, Savard had his head up the whole time. He looked for a passing lane. There was none. There was nobody open, so he took the wrist shot through the screen, and he hit the top corner. The water bottle popped up in the air. Yeah, that was a great shot. A well-deserved shot that hit the top corner. Lundqvist is such a competitor, and he just hates to lose. You can see it there. 1 point for the Rangers, 2 for Atlanta, and the Rangers go on a difficult trip into Carolina for Tuesday night.
Rangers with 82 points. Flyers with 80. Flyers are in Pittsburgh tonight. And for Atlanta, they are 2 points out of a final playoff spot. Tampa Bay with a game in hand. Tampa Bay plays in Montreal tomorrow night. That wraps it up here at Madison Square Garden. Colton Orr and Eric Bolton were looking at one another. Best of Hockey Night New York Live is coming up next, followed by Rangers Replay, and then the MSG Sports Desk presented by Toyota. Full wrap-up of the day in sports. That wraps it up. Our producer, Joe Whalen, director, Bob Lewis, for JD, Stan Fischler, Al Troutwig, and don't forget, our associate director was Paula McHale. This is Sam Rosen. So long, everyone.